In this lesson, we're going to be creating the toggle flame function. So let's go ahead, go down here, and go ahead. I'm going to make this. It's going to be a void function called toggle flame. And it's going to take a argument. It's going to take a bool. And it's going to be on. I'm going to call it on state. So basically, this is what we're going to use to determine, okay, are we toggling the flame on or are we toggling it off? So in here, basically, if we want to, if we get an on state that is true, so on state, then we want to do some code that will basically, toggle the flame on. Else, we're going to toggle it off. So what do we need in order to do this? Well, we're going to need the particle systems. So we need to make a new variable to sort of store all that. And since we have multiple ones, I think we can use an array for this. So it's going to be a let's see, particle system array, and let's just call it maybe particles for flame. Just like that, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to copy that. And let's go down here. And what we want to do is we want to go through each of them and either start them or stop them from emitting and doing their thing, depending on if it's on or off. So if it's on, so we need to do a for loop for this. And I'm going to say int I, I'm going to make an integer equal to 0, and we're going to see if it's less than the particles for flame.length, not lens flare, length. And we're going to increment I, so I plus plus, not plus plus plus. And then in here, we need to, I knew something was wrong here. It's being the error. We need to put a semicolon here. Okay, so then we need to go through each of these, and we need to play them if it's a non-state. So I'm going to say particles for flame at I, so getting the actual particle system from the array. I'm going to say dot play, calling the play function, and just need some parentheses there and a semicolon, and there we go, we got that. So it's essentially the same sort of thing for when we're turning it off down here in the else. It's just that we need to, instead of use the play function, we're going to use the stop. So stop. And so these will make them play, these will make them stop, and the only other thing we need to do is we need to set our flame light to be active or not active. So here, on the on state, of course, our flame light is going to be set to on, so set active equal to true. That'll turn it on. And then here, in the else, we're going to do flame light dot set active and set it to false. So now we actually got to call this function in both places where we need to. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that and go up to our pursue function here. So here's where we're turning the flame on. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a new line in here, and we're going to pass in true. So I'll turn it on. And then here, we're going to be turning it off, so toggle flame to false, just like that. And at the start, so when this is all beginning, we need to also toggle this off, so make sure it's off at the very beginning. So we're going to go into the start function, and we're going to call this here as well. So now we get to actually test this out and see what happens. Let it compile and fix the errors. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, so we needed linked with a capital L, so that was the problem. These are case sensitive, so you gotta make sure you get the right one. So there we go, we have that fixed. Let's go back over here, make sure it compiles, and then we can test it out. Okay, let's see what happens here. So look over here. Of course, not much is going to happen because we did not assign our particle systems to this array we made. So let's do that. Or nor did we do the flame light. So we have a lot of assigning stuff to do here very quickly. I'm going to go ahead and get our flamethrower. And so I'm going to go unlock the inspector over here. Click the little lock thing. Because I want to just drag and drop all three of these at once. So select them all with Shift and click and particles for flame. There we go. Then we also need the light to be assigned to our flame light. And we need to actually set an attack range. So our escape distance is 20. I think maybe an attack range of, let's try 8. See how that works. Let me go ahead and give this a shot. Turn down the volume of this a little bit. It's a bit annoying. Okay, hey, there you are. Oh, and you started shooting at me, and then I got killed. I'll try that again. Make sure I don't end up dying that quickly. I want to test to make sure that the light does also turn off, along with the whole system. So, hello. Here I am. I go away. It turns off. Yeah, so there we go. And maybe that's a little bit too far for the range. So I'll turn that down a little bit. Let's make it 6 instead. Okay. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next lesson.